What's up everyone, welcome to day 3 of the Add My Own Strumming Pattern Challenge. So today you keep working on the things that we did in lesson 2, but you take them up a notch. The song is Chord by Natalie Imbruglia and you're gonna find a strumming pattern for the chorus of this huge hit from the 90s. The idea behind this doesn't change. You want to listen to something that is happening in the song and use it to create your own strumming pattern. But the thing is that sometimes these parts that you want to listen to are not that clear. Maybe because they are a little bit more difficult or because the mix doesn't really help you understand what every instrument is playing. For example, in the chorus of Chord, there are a lot of parts that you can use to create your own strumming pattern. However, the mix is really dense, and so it's not really that easy to isolate all these different parts. And so, how do you overcome this problem? Well, first you need to use your ears a little bit more, and bear in mind that the more you pay attention to what each instrument is doing in a song, the better you become at understanding what they're actually playing. One more thing that I want to mention, when I say that you can use the drum beat of a song to create your own strumming pattern, I don't mean that you need to use it note by note. In fact, try to capture the groove that you perceive in your strumming pattern. This is what it's gonna make it unique. By the way, I chose the song Chord for today's lesson because even though the drums are not that difficult, they are not that clear. In fact, I watched a few drum covers on YouTube, and even though they were always playing more or less the same thing, they never sounded the same. Going back to your strumming pattern, my suggestion is to start with the usual, the drum beat or the melody. Focus on one of them and then work out your strumming pattern from there. So, the chords that you need to play the chorus of Chord are F major, C major, D minor, and B flat major. This is the chord progression, which goes like this: 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, D minor, 2, 3, 4, B flat, 2, 3, 4. By the way, if you're not so keen on B flat major, for this song you can use B flat major 7, which is this, and it's a little bit easier. Now let me teach you something new. So far you've been listening to something that is happening in the verse to create a strumming pattern for the verse, and then you've been listening to something that is happening in the chorus to create a strumming pattern for the chorus. But it doesn't always have to be like that. For example, in the chorus of Chord there is an acoustic guitar. Now, the same acoustic guitar is more present in the verse, where it's easier to understand what it is actually playing. And so what you could do is use something that is happening in the verse to create a strumming pattern for the chorus. The only thing is that when you do this, you have to pay a little bit of extra attention, because sometimes a rhythm that works well in the verse might not work well in the chorus, or vice versa. One more thing, if you are familiar with chugging or with muted chords, consider adding them to your strumming pattern. They would work very well, especially if you put them on beat 2 and beat 4, which are the beats where they tend to work very well. So, your assignment for today is to work out a strumming pattern for the chorus of Chord. Of course, if you want to work on the entire song, feel free. I've included the chords in the PDF. Remember that to download all the learning material that you need for today's lesson, all you have to do is to click on my link in bio. Don't forget to tag me in your stories or posts so that I can see your assignments. And also remember to use the hashtag @myownstrummingpattern. I will reshare your work in my stories and I will provide you with some feedback. Having said that, I'm looking forward to your assignments and I will see you in 2 days with a new lesson. Take care and talk soon. Ciao!